My countrymen, good evening. I am now addressing the nation. Meron ho kaming resolution ngayon, but maybe I will convert this into an executive order para masunod talaga lahat. Ang sinabi dito, land, domestic air, and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning 15/2020, March 15, 2020, and to end on April 14, 2020. So, walang lumipad, ang mga travel is limited. Aeroplano po, beginning March 15, 2020. March 13 tayo ngayon. 12. Oh. March 15, midnight, from, it takes its force and effect. So, tandaan ho ninyo yan. Pero subject again to review day to day. Tingnan namin kung ano ang nangyayari. Kung if there is a slowdown in the contagion or ganun yan medyo mawala lang ng kanya. That is the history of itong mga sakit na ito. They come and go in every 2 or 3 generations. Meron talagang problema na itong binigay sa atin at wala tayong magawa. Ito yung talagang trabaho nila. The Code Alert System of COVID-19 Public Health Event is hereby raised to Code Red Sublevel 2. The Department of Health has to explain to the public itong wherewithals ng Code Red Sublevel 2, I think, which is the highest sa prescribed ng WHO. Medyo nandito na tayo sa maximum. And it is really for the protection of humanity. The recommendations of the Department of Health Technical Advisory Group in imposing stringent social distancing measure in the National Capital Region are adopted for a period of 30 days from the issuance of this resolution, with salient points, yung mga importante, of which are as follows. Yung mga importante na nakalagay doon sa social distancing measures. The suspension of classes in all levels in Metro Manila is hereby extended until April 12, 2020. It's almost about a month. So walang klase, pwede kayong magbakasyon dyan lang sa bahay. Avoid, I'm sure may mga bagay-bagay dyan sa bahay na hindi pa ninyo nakita. Kulang ako. Meron ako na magamit ko ang barangay captain. Ang barangay captain is bound by what is written here, whether by way of rules implementing in the meantime or if it becomes part of an executive order. You better implement this, because if not, then you will also go to prison for dereliction of duty or simply not enforcing a rule imposed by government. Ang pinaka ano dito yung mga barangay captains. It falls upon your shoulders to exactly do what this regulation wants to happen. Huwag kayong magkamali dito kasi pag hinabol kayo ng Department of Interior and Local Government, you can be dismissed or you can be suspended and you'll have trouble. And besides, I think the electorate will remember you for being a laggard. Kita mo si Senator Go, siya lang ang working hard talaga. Really. Especially the barangay captains and the kagawads. No, you have been elected there. You sought the position. Hindi naman tayo, pinili natin to eh. Nobody ordered us for us to be to where we find ourselves now. At tapos tatamad-tamarang ka. That's not the way how to do it. One is you go to, if there's a case, a good case against you, you lose the position and you are dismissed. And maybe in the worst case scenario, you'll go to jail. Better be always be reminded of that duty. Pinili mo yan, huwag kang magtamad-tamaran kasi matatamaan ka. Ginusto mo yung posisyon, magtrabaho ka. The aforesaid measures shall be subject to close monitoring and reassessment after the expiration of 7 days from the issuance of this resolution. You know, we will review, I have imposed upon the cabinet members and the entire members of this task force to be present every day. I know that it is hard for them. It is really an imposition. It's quite maybe a burden. But ganon rin ang sinabi ko sa kanila. Eh, nandito tayo sa gobyerno. You choose to be a part of government. And there is a crisis with no solution in sight. Walang solution. Unless there is a vaccine by the grace of God na may makita o maimbento ng ating mga scientists. It could be the Philippines for all you know. But I'm just telling you what you're supposed to do. Ang isa is the LGU outside of the National Capital Region, yung labas ng Metro Manila, are advised to exercise sound discretion in suspending classes in the respective localities without prejudice to a determination by the national government to suspend classes if the situation so warrants. So, ang LGUs, may kunting leeway, and just a little elbow room para makagalaw kayo to respond to the crisis in the community. But it does not allow you to suspend classes on trivial and for, stupid reasons. It is only done because you have to protect them from the COVID-19. Yan lang talaga. Do not do it just to please everybody. Or sa bagay, I have full faith and confidence in our supervisors, teachers. I'm just saying that please do not do it the way others would want it to happen. Na mas maganda yung walang klase, walang ganon. Wag mong gawin yan because in the following statements, the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, in coordination with the Interagency Task Force, shall be called upon to ensure effective and orderly implementation of the above measures. Hindi ito martial law. It is not a martial law. It's not even something extraordinary. But what is sought to be solved here is again, walang iba except to fight the virus and to exact compliance. Mas mabuti talaga yung maniwala kayo. Now, ang sunod, a meeting shall be conducted daily by and between the secretaries of the number of agencies of the IATF, that is the Interagency Task Force, sa COVID, including the Cabinet Secretary, Secretaries of National Defense, Environment, and Natural Resources, Trade and Industry, Social Welfare and Development, Education, Agriculture, the Chiefs of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippine Navy, Philippine Air Force, and Coast Guard, because in a total breakdown, I would need their help to carry on with the governance. Kailangan ko sila. Not to fight with you guys. Huwag kayong matakot sa sundalo ninyo. Sundalo ninyo yan. Ang armed forces is there to serve you. Sila yung sundalo ninyo. So huwag kayong matakot kung nandyan sila sa utos ng mga civilian authorities. Yung mag-utos sa amin, Department of Health Secretary lang naman eh. So, but when he says to the military and the police, you have to implement this. Obey them because they have the imprimatur of the civilian authorities. Huwag kayong do not try to play with martial law, military. And then, pero ang sa totoo, ni total breakdown, public disturbance, alang-alang kami ang iharap mo. Wala naman kaming, it's always the military who keep things in the country in order. Sila yan. Titingnan nila na everything is in order every day of their working days. Tingnan nila na ang Pilipinas safe at gumagana ang lahat ng mga tao, pati mga opisina. The balik manggagawa overseas Filipino workers shall be allowed to travel to mainland China except to Hubei province upon execution of a declaration signifying their knowledge and understanding of the risk involved, provided that the health advisory pamphlet shall be handed out to the OFW upon departure. Hindi nga eh. Not only pamphlet, baka hindi mo basahin. You will be gathered in one corner or in one room, one corner, at sabihin sa inyo ang mga, I don't know if it's a Tagalog or Bisaya, mga risgo, the risks that you will be taking when you go back to China. I don't mind Filipinos giving me a headache, but I certainly do not want anybody other than Filipinos to be giving me headaches. So yan ang yun ho ang maibigay ko sa inyo na payo, you might, sometimes it's a convoluted thing to listen, pabalik-balik.